Alright, so, going to be doing another comic review, and this time, we're going to be talking about Fantastic Four, Four Stories About Hope. This continues the Ryan North run of Fantastic Four, and this was sent to me by my friend Chris. Chris, thank you once again, brother. And yeah, I really gushed about the first volume of Ryan North's Fantastic Four. And like I said, I was a little leery because I didn't know how long they were going to drag out the whole, what did the Fantastic Four do? And they describe, and they literally come out with it in issue 4, like, oh, Reed just sent the kids and a block of New York City to the 1 year in the future to protect them from Annihilus. And that was it. It wasn't like, you know, in Spider-Man where, you know, Spider-Man makes horrendous decisions and damages his credibility with all of his friends, and also all because, like, the writers need him to be stupid. Yeah. So, Four Stories About Hope is really a 5-issue story, because one story is a two-parter. The others are a bunch of the others are one and dones, and technically it's only 3 stories because the other one is a follow-up to issue 6 and kind of treated as the 700th issue of Fantastic Four. This is what I kind of like about Ryan North's comics, Fantastic Four run so far, is that it feels like fun adventures. It feels like fun episodic Star Trek adventures. Like, there's just nothing but, like, a lot of just this aura of fun to everything that happens in these comics. There's just this aura of absolute, like, hey, let's just, let's do some fun science stuff and also do some really deep cuts along the way in the Marvel Universe. So, yeah. North has had a lot of experience doing, doing Marvel comics in not Marvel comics, but like child comic, like younger viewer comics. Like he had done a lot of the Boom Studios Adventure Time comics, and he kind of brings that kind of fun energy to that from Adventure Time to this. So let's talk about the 4 stories. The first one is, like I said, a sequel to an issue of Volume 1, and in here, it's more about, like, after Johnny and Sue save the planet by shutting off the sun. It's a long story. They basically block out the sun and avoid Maria Hill, who now works for the CIA. Doom shows up and is like, I'm going to do what Reed Richards can't and save my goddaughter. And he keeps fucking up every chance he gets. So, next story is the 2-parter involving Alicia and Sue battling being known as Zogar. And she is from this race of beings that showed up in Tales to Astonish back in the 60s. So that was like a super deep cut for that one. I really like it because Zogar's ability is that she can, like, erase everyone's memory of you and mind control the other person. Like, they just wipe out the... it's actually kind of a scary, like a Twilight Zone moment where Alicia and Sue meet this person, then they turn around, and everyone's forgotten about that person. They're gone, and it's almost like everyone else. Then they go see Johnny, and he's like, yeah, I'll go get the Fantastic Four. And they're like, yeah, go get Ben and Johnny. And he's like, cool. Who's Ben and Johnny? I mean, Ben and Reed. Yeah, excuse me. So that was a cool story. The other 2 involve a race of aliens who get help from the Fantastic Four who are out while they're out in space. And finally is another one that involves a cute little dog. These stories aren't really, like, life-changing, and they aren't really what I would call, like, you know, deep, introspective comics. They're fun. Like, they're fun science fiction adventures that I think... Like, if you think you need, like, every comic to be, like, some dark and gritty nightmare, I'm sorry to disappoint, but that gets old really fast. So sometimes you just need the Fantastic Four to just be fun. You just... Like, these are stories, I'm not even kidding you, these are comics that you would see in the 1960s written by Kirby and Lee. So... I don't know why people would, like, I've seen some people bitch about this book where it's like, oh, it's too kiddie and the science is too weird. Motherfucker, what do you think you're reading? Like, really? Like, I can't be the only one who has to, like, sit here and go, like, this is this is literally, like, comics you would see, just an updated version of the Lee Kirby era of Fantastic Four. Are these going to be like deeply remembered comics? Are they going to be like stories that are, you know, going to be like treated as like the upper echelons of comics, like Dark Knight Returns and Watchmen and Kingdom Come? No. Are they going to be fun? Yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of my thing so far with the Ryan North series. I have the Chris sent me the first 3 volumes. I've done volume 1. Volume 3 I'm really excited about, because volume 3 is in that one, volume 3, we have the Fantastic Four going to a universe where everyone's a dinosaur. Everyone's a dinosaur. Do you hear that? Do you hear me right now? Everyone, it's the Marvel universe, but dinos. How can I not be excited for that? Anyway, so if you guys have been reading Ryan North's Fantastic Four, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of it. Chris, thank you once again for this book, and hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.